There we go. Actually, I like the grindstone. So, anyways, happy Labor Day, everybody. In those countries who serve it, go through Labor Day. That would be America, and apparently, according to a Canadian friend, Canada. Oh, Canada! God. So I'm streaming. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna try, because there was an update to the game. I'm gonna try to figure out that system. Alright, let's see this. Was it the main menu? Or is it... Okay. Onion sword. Flame. Is that any good? Subtitle background. Sub background on. Speaker name on. Alright, I'm gonna do some side quests first. And then I'll talk to the uncle. Here. No. My optimize here. See what the onion sword looks like. That is horrifying. That is horrifying. Back to the grindstone. I should have figured this out before. Right. Let's go to the farther one first. I'm be munching on some honey mustard pretzels. Search dragon area for cold heart.
Slavers don't even bother with North Reach now, Elder.
There's talk
Ready, girl? Yeah!
Get me back on my feet. Tear those
Be safe.
bastards off.
Stay still, you damn fool.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
Yeah, boy.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
That should be a little better. Yeah, I need to, like, Titan Buck. Precision counter. I don't need that. Yeah. That's neat. Oh, that is terrible. All right. Next part. People so beat down that these will be tasty chicken men. Haha. Get over here. Piece of shit. Get him, Torgal. Oh, come on. Stop. All right. Sorry, Uncle. I need to do side quests. Right. Dorothy? Mission complete. There's 2 more icons I gonna get. Well, 3 more. Shiva. Still wondering how that's gonna happen. I'm gonna go check up on the wife. Raptors, but giant bugs. Whoa, wait a minute. Ah, shit. There hasn't been sound for a bit. Guess I have to go through this one. I'll figure it out later.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
I want my
Benefactors
shit.
are a generous lot. Here you are. All done?
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop right here.
Anything here? No. Where am I supposed to do the thing? Science report. Oh, I'm gonna go talk to the uncle.
The little ones have been up to their own tricks again.
Alright, let me see. Testing? That's not the one. Not the one either. Alright, there we go.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
Gav?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Coco withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde? To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance? No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
I shall return. I need to this. Sorry about that. Something broke and I had to fix it. The auto. Anything else? Talk to Gav. Can't talk to Gav.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
I didn't mean to doubt my comrades, but I couldn't leave them out there either. I need to trust them more, I see that. But that doesn't mean I need to care about them any less.
May the winds of fortune be forever at your back, Sid.
Don't say that. The last thing you need when you're crossing the desert is for the wind to pick up.
Actually, let me see something. Oh, the audio went away. Damn it, I can't do it the way I wanted to do it. Actually. No. Yeah, the audio went away. Need a way to do it with... Alright. Oh, because this way it makes me have a lot more audio clarity, but it goes away. Talk to the uncle. Alrighty.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Oh, Uncle's in the party. Nice. Oh, he's a permanent party member. Actually, I want to see his... Oh, one I can't save. Shit. I don't want to use all that memory. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. I could go on foot.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Faster!
I could fight.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move?
Yes. I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town, to deal with any Imperial reprisals.
I need to go super fast. Run! Like the wind!
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Well, I do have business there.
You deserve a rest. Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
You can see Clive's chest coming from a mile away.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Chocobo stew?
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
there she is. There's Joshua.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Kupka, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Come on. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Thank you.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Stay down!
I like Titan's powers. Pretty good. Better than Ramu's. Sorry, Sid.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
I mean, why wouldn't you tell your uncle about Joshua?
We didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
To check something. Excuse me. Guess we're not going out that way.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Pet the Torgal. Always pet the Torgal.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool to waste good coin on you.
Anything I can help? Allow me. My good man, we're seeking to expand. Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those. Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know it? No. Well.
I just stopped that.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait.
I think
The
that's
owner's
her,
only a
and
young
she might have.
sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
She looks like
I doubt
one of
this
the
young
characters.
sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a long-standing pillar of your...
Then you should ask Furder. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Ask for Furder at the baths. If this woman you're looking for is still around.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might...
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
I just beat up a bunch of soldiers. God, I love that punch. That's hilarious.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Haha.
Needed to a silken soft. Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpet!
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means.
See that he gets it.
Why is my audio like this? It's weird.
Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
What? You think you can fight me?
What do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man Oh, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you...
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be...
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey.
What did you...
My apologies. A word of advice. Follow the crystal. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy.
He's probably the son of the...
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Prioritize.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been...
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves, pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either. Whoever's taking them...
Where are you, Torgal? My boy.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way.
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any...
Boo.
A word of advice, traveller. You see pots like this around town, you leave them alone. Unlike where you come from, fresh water's in short supply around these parts. We store what little rainwater we get in these pots for, well, not a rainy day, but you know what I mean.
That's funny. Although, yes, it's a desert town, so they would be storing their water.
Light meat and dark, fresh from the grill. Get it while it's hot. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you?
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Finest fabrics, fresh from the...
What was all that crashing and banging about before? Some out of town.
It's you. The one who... What do you want? Haven't you caused enough...
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs.
Thank you.
Easy going at it with a whore. God damn it, Uncle. Let's see. Do I have my sensor grape on this?
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush.
Huh?
Will this suffice?
By the sense.
That one of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you...
All right. But not here.
What are you doing up? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the under. But enough about my little act of subterfuge.
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then. And put an end to the trouble, Luke.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
Let me treat you.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It would make a fine
The juiciest meat from greens-fed birds.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Well, yeah.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of...
How do I get over there? Oh, I need to get outside. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Alright, this feels like an ambush. I don't know, these courtesans don't look too sexy.
Needed to a silken softness.
My carpets have pride of place in...
Come on.
Like the wind. I don't know why I like saying that. Ants? Ants in your pants. I don't need to fight them. At level 30. I'll start fighting things when I get under leveled. But at this point I don't. Actually, what's in here? Nothing. Bully. Bully for me. It's a nice story. I'm doing quite well. God, this looks so much like an ambush.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon.
Of course.
Huh.
Not bad at all. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't...
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing.
Royalists, eh?
Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might...
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots?
So it would...
My lord!
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Stay down.
Who's healing? Oh, you rat bastard! You gotta protect your mages.
It's over.
Uncle, you're having trouble with one guy while I murdered everyone. Get over here, you. Chaplain. Fighting him here, Uncle. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role.
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particular. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but...
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the... well...
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two... Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I
That was fun. Beat up the bad guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must to tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades, and those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover... you still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it.
Oh, dear.
And my name is not Greybeard. It is...
No. Thank you very much.
Double the...
Here. Where...
The Desert Rose. Of course, it's the Desert Rose.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with...
I feel like Rosina Dalamil doesn't bomb. Maybe.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Kelis.
Go, bird! Fly!
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
Let's go. Meteorite.
You wish to talk? I'm honored. Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A variable oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work in Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from the peering eyes and grasping fingers of the Republic exercents. On the edict of Ran del Laha carry much weight these laws. The Lamin has long been something of a law to itself. Here those with the most money are the most friends make the rules.
At least they did.
They did until Kukla built the castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal. Dalminla has been Titan's fiefdom since then. And while his men may be liberal with their coin, they are anything but the exercise of their authority. Which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, it's absolute.
So,
you see why those with the people's best interests at heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection. My predecessor, chief among them.
You and I
have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names.
What?
You didn't think Uruzama Bellamy was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her, along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lives on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my blessed and nimble fingers to work, making blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps, that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That is why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Delaline. Indeed, I have thought my obligation to Rins and Dirka to be my most pressing concern. That it until the infamous Sid made a surprise reappearance rather muddied the waters.
Still?
I suppose that's enough for me to go around, but do forgive if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you? Oh yeah, I knew it. He is the second. Not his mom, but a master.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait, sorry. My mind was... I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished, soon-to-be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that.
I could give you a hand if you... I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been. And that Lubor needs all the capable...
I'd be a fool to...
So...
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind... And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solved. We need information.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the... Now, who to speak... Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for... There's the butcher, of course, and they're bound to have an opinion or two about the tool. All right. I think we have a plan. I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the...
All right.
Let's hope that someone says...
Prioritize.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Take a sniff, sir.
Welcome, sir.
A question. If I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. On second thought, perhaps...
That depends on the...
I'd have you save my business. The baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cook. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers think I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
Wonderful. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my...
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I still have to help the kid. Or I don't know if he's a kid, but the dude. Oh, hey, Uncle.
Sweet incense. Open the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Well,
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
It would make a fine.
Finest fabric!
Is it true what I'm hearing? That the men of the rock were carting off our crystals for themselves?
why is that thing showing up? That's weird. Oh, I turned it on. Don't want to turn it on. I'm like, why is that appearing? That's distracting. That's just distracting. Maybe I can go over here. What am I doing? Where am I going? Why am I over here? Oh, loot! Goblin coin. Goblin coin. Alright, I need to find another butcher. They're not down. Why are they down here?
Look, Father. Hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated by magic.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Maybe I have to go upstairs. I really can't find the other person. Where's the other townsfolk member that I can ask things?
Plates and pots, bowls and basins.
Seriously. I think I'm going. Alright, let's do this.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Won't you?
Silver platters. This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watch.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Well, we can make our way back to
But you can't even fill my cup.
Wonder why you're over here, lady.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
You have to go upstairs. Ooh, more loot. Why?
Fucking men of the wrong.
Seriously, that man's using that for...
I need to drink.
You're going to drink my bones.
I can't let anyone in until I've cleaned up the mess you and your friend made. I hope you realise how much your little spatters cost us.
I mean, my uncle paid you,
Is
so...
it true what I'm hearing?
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Where is the last person?
My carpets have
Yeah.
The most fragrant herbs and
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
Okay, there's probably in the butcher somewhere. Okay, that's a pot maker. Okay.
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
Okay, there we go. Oh my god, why couldn't I see that?
What is it? Sorry. Hunter? I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife?
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you.
All business, eh? Man after my own.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Oh, lady.
Good day, my lord.
Platinum sword. I'm not using lightning stuff. No.
An excellent choice. Here you are. An excellent choice. Thank you for your custom.
Finally. Excellent. Excelente.
Sweet incense. Wax candle.
Eggs.
Lights and
Facts. Facts. Cracks. Cracks. Decks.
The finest fabrics!
Facts.
So, you learn anything useful?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
All the cook said was that he needs his too heavy and they do his shop.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil, but that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start soon.
Agreed.
Right. Trouble is, it's either durable or meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor. Probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But a merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen, I bet she'd know a thing.
Alright, time to go over there.
Ready, go?
Faster!
Oh god, what am I doing? I was clicking away and burping.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help?
Well, I asked her, but...
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And if you know the trick, It can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! I don't suppose you know the trick.
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning, Clive. I hate to...
Limestone. Besides...
I can't... You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the...
Right you are.
Where's the terraces then? Greater teleportation. At least I can teleport here.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Oh, it wasn't a unique mod. I thought it was a bit unique, but I guess it wasn't. I guess
What I'm hearing.
it wasn't.
The most fragrant herbs needed to a silken softness.
Plates and pots!
I guess turn that around. It is getting outbid. A barrel.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Just as I... Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, they're soldiers. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me...
I don't plan on dying. Not before Coop.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
First to go get some
Drake's
limestone.
Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
God, this looks like salt, but it's probably limestone.
Looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs. Let's go.
Maybe we'll fight giant balls of fire.
Come on, girl, again something.
What the hell are those things?
I can see what's happening. I could go fight.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. We'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
Well, I don't know what's good for me. Also, my ice lady is not here. It's a bit harder than I want it to be.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Bat bombs. Behold, the hotter flame of fire. Uncle. melee tank. That's not bad.
Out of the frying pan.
Oh, faithful! We're in Yellowstone? Calling your enemies bath bombs.
Stay down. Let's cool things down a bit.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this isn't.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that. Now, time to see if Lime... That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the... What do I think in... It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy. Heavier than it should. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terrace. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of them.
And I was so certain I had it all.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly... Next question. How much do you think I would charge?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you...
And who would be able... The butcher? The hunter? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and... Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is... just about... I'd say you're worth keeping around. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your...
I will. What would you do if you were...
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as tight. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute...
Don't make a knife for one
There goes a
person.
master, all right.
It looks like congratulations.
I couldn't have done it without so much for the Forge Masters. The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to meaning I had you.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no...
And when I do, I'll craft you the...
Yeah, know your customers. Don't make a knife for everyone. Might make a knife for one person.
You wish to talk? I'm honored.
Best of luck.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. Kneaded to a silken softness.
Weights and pots! There he is. Masons! Man, I was hoping we'd be seeing the baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we...
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Giant bomb heap.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet...
Wait a minute, he gave me gold. Why did I get getting gold? Oh, never mind. Gave me an accessory. And Scarlet. Scarlet.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from you.
Anything I can interest you in? An excellent choice.
Excellent.
We should get going soon.
What do you want? Directions? Either take this road to the Fang.
Hello there, Ambrosia.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Come on, girl again.
I don't know where this leads me.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
The axle's gone, Cap.
Faster. Stronger. Meaner.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Huh.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents.
Tell him
I mean
about
to
Joshua,
plunder
damn
his
it.
coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
I feel like that might be a good place to stop. Yeah, that's a good place to stop. That is an entire infiltration and all that.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
I could play more, but I want to go to 14.
Drake's Fang is one of the most heavily guarded places in the Republic.
Muddy Murderer. I should do the hunts. Should like go off some time and do the hunts next time.
Ah, my favorite pupil. How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have.
Dalmatian Republican Prime Minister, Dalmatian Chief Strategist. Benedicta. Oh, that hurts. Sir Tyler, isn't he dead? Yeah, why isn't he prayed out? That's weird. Forge Master of the Briar Kiss, the finest 50 in Del May. Lubar is also the Desert Hare, an allied Sid, and once went by the name of Sid's daughter, Dead Sid. Alright. Medicine.
Ultima. Unleash. Ultima.
Unleash. Oh, damn, Isabella. Doing now.
Here you are. Very good.
Oh, letters. Let's go get first one. Wife.
I'm fine, Clive, really. I just need some rest.
Jill's staying here, and that's that. I should have never let her go with you to Rosalith. Jill's staying here, and that's that. I should have never let her go with you to Rosalith.
Alright, ya lady. Who is it this time?
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does lack a certain tenderness. Goots,
Oh,
meanwhile,
God.
is as
Still
burly
cool.
as a behemoth, but as innocent as a babe.
Tome says he's looking for books about I know.
My knowledge is yours. I have a few new notes that might interest you. What subject shall we consider today?
Yeah. Torgal. Damn. Faithful friend who fiercely protects him from allies while Jill was close to death in Korea. Something awoke within him, transformed Torgal into something akin to an icon. Huh, the hair did grow longer and he has a beard. That's neat. Midolphus. Joshua's attendant. Uncle Byron. Tomorrow. Not tomorrow, later. Maybe next week. Depending on what I feel like. Typhoon. Shiva. Ramu. Garuda. Phoenix. Titan. Titan. Liquid fire. Orcs. Chocobo. Raptor. They're widely believed by the comic folk of Sabrine, the descendants of dragons on account of their leathery wings, of bloom and distant ability to spit fire. Their scholars have long since considered that these depraved reptilian creatures are none other than birds of prey, which over countless centuries of hunting creatures on the ground have simply lost their capability of flight. That makes more sense. Mysteries of the realm. The painstaking process of slicing away the brand, the bearer's brand, so that no mark remains. Kalja, the hideaway's physicker, has mastered the process, though it still entails a great deal of pain and of risk indeed. The brand is written in poison ink that any attempt to remove should result in death. Given this, many choose to forgo the process, even though their brand precludes them from ever leaving the hideaway. Vessel.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Tame says he's looking for books about Torgal. No, let's write one!
Sid's going to find Cooker.
Of course I'm gonna get that guy. Why else would I do this? Desert Alliance. Sid II, I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it is worth, you now have earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. Ruzama. Alright. That is it for me for today. I did a bunch of side quests, did some story, and probably, if I have time this week, I'll probably try assault, the infiltration of Drake's Fame. If not, next week on Monday. So, thank you for watching. If you can, like and subscribe, and have a good morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Thank you, and goodbye.